Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
I love Batman.
Don't you want to send Luca to college? He's such a smart boy.
Oh, well, let me talk to you off there. I had to talk to school today. I'll tell you how funny it is. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of We Are the Night.
The Batman podcast. Don't you?
I love Batman. I am Phil. Joining me as always, it is
the other Dark Knight of Gotham, little Hellfire.
She was no stranger to a whip. Because tonight we are talking Catwoman, well, the 1989 miniseries. I was going to say 1 through 4, but we're going to get to that. I think in a few weeks here, another Catwoman 1 through 4.
Wow.
Hey Ray, it's safe to come in. Well, we'll still get some Batman in this series, but
Ray likes Black Cat. I think he'd like this particular version of Catwoman.
Oh yeah. Come on in, Ray.
Who's gonna get the movie the reboot movie first?
What, Catwoman?
Catwoman or Black Cat? Who's gonna get it?
Well, I mean, we're getting a Catwoman in the Batman, so
I mean, like their own movie though.
Well, that's
we really do need redemption. No offense, Halle Berry, but we need redemption.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
I don't want a Catwoman. I want the Catwoman.
Or don't you think there's already talks of spinning Catwoman out of the Batman?
I don't know about Zoe Kravitz.
Oh, really?
Catwoman holding her own solo movie. No offense, lovely girl, great as in an ensemble cast, but.
We could give her like a strong supporting cast, couldn't you? No.
It's still too many racists for all that, so we'll see. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know, man. Sometimes it's racist, man. It's just
because they're gonna make Batgirl black apparently too. So I don't know. They might want to have like a separate solo Catwoman universe. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. I like her, like I said, but Warner's is a business first and foremost. You can do what you want with the comics, but the movie properties, after that Joel Schumacher debacle, we've been very careful.
I don't know. I'd be here for it. Not Joel Schumacher.
But yeah. Anything fresh and different, definitely at this point. Anything's worth a try.
Fresh? All right.
What issues did you pick out this week, Philip?
Well, like I said, Catwoman 1 through 4, the 1989 miniseries. So again,
at this point, it should have been a Vicky Vale series, but that's just me.
Hey-oh. Why you say that?
The movie.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised.
She didn't come till the next movie. So.
Hey-oh.
Hey-oh.
I don't know. I think around this time they were just like rebooting people's origins after Crisis and stuff. So
Yeah, definitely.
And before this, did we ever get like a true Catwoman?
No, we
origin?
didn't care about women's character development until at least the early 90s.
She just showed up and she was a thief. That was her origin up until this point.
Honestly, that's all you need.
Think about it. I mean, they pulled a vulture on her. That's even worse because it was 1940 she first showed up, right? So it took them 59 years to give her an origin. Or no, 49.
Still, long time.
Yeah, not quite 50.
It would have been great if it was 69 years, I'm just saying.
Hey-oh. She's bad. She's bad. Oh, that's right. I gotta get a work done on a Jerry Conway interview. That's right.
Got till September of 2022, buddy.
Nice. All right, so let's jump into this Catwoman issue 1 from February 1989.
Valentine's Day issue. They didn't do that just then, though.
Yeah, so it was before the movie. Metamorphosis. Writer Mindy Newell. Do you know? Were you familiar with her? The name didn't ring a bell with me.
I mean, I know of her, but like I can't think of anything else that she's written on the DC side. At least I think it's a lot of indie stuff, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, because I just clicked on her name. It says DC and Marvel Comics. So
If you say so.
I know. Well, that's what I said. Yeah, I hadn't heard of. I don't think I had the name really.
I know that was the era of they definitely. That's when a lot of the women came into comics and stuff. So
yeah,
she did something with Lois. Maybe a see thing I know from her.
Oh, maybe. Penciler Joe.
And she did a couple of issues of Wonder Woman too. I think. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Penciler Joe Brzezowski, inker Michael Baer, colorist Adrian Roy, letters Augustin Moss, and editor Denny O'Neil and Dan Raspler. So a little different creative team. Something, I'm not used to. All right, so in an alley behind.
I only know one name. No shade.
What?
On that whole list, I only know one name. Denny O'Neil.
He rubber stamped it. That's good.
Well, no, it falls under the Bat editorial staff, so.
Mm-hmm. All right, so in an alley behind a church, Sister Elizabeth discovers.
Oh no, not an alley.
Never good in Gotham. Sister Elizabeth discovers the crumpled and beaten body of Selena Cow, a prostitute. While the police rush Selena to the hospital, Sister Elizabeth complains.
Frank Miller, is that you?
Oh.
Are we sure this isn't Frank Miller?
Hey, man, this is written by a woman. But yes, Sister Elizabeth complains to Sister Magdalene of the girl's endless compassion for stray cats. Get it? Magdalene comments that someone special to her always had cats around, and Sister Elizabeth softens, explaining that 6 months is not so long to go without hearing from someone. In the hospital.
Yeah, before cell phones and pagers. Sure.
What is this? The Civil
Took
War?
forever for a letter to come.
I was gonna say, what was this? The Civil War writing letters? And
Getting a little telegram.
Dearest wife, I write to you from the front. In the hospital, Selena is visited by a man named Flannery, claiming to be from Gotham Vice. He demands to know who beat her up, but she is evasive. In fact, she won't answer.
Snitches get stitches, clearly.
Especially in Gotham.
And ended up in a ditch on top of that.
Especially in Gotham. In fact, she won't answer any of his questions. They are interrupted by a priest offering communion. Perhaps too vehemently, Selena refuses, and the priest shuffles off. Flannery tells her to call him if she does decide to press charges against the man who beat and raped her. He offers her a card, but it's not his card. He explains that she should use the number on the card to talk to a man who can help her take care of herself. It may save her life one day. At the church...
Put that feather in your cap?
Yes. At the church, Sister Elizabeth tries to dissuade Sister Magdalene from continually praying for her sister. She comments that there are other runaways in the city who need help. Magdalene responds that Elizabeth is a cold, cruel woman. The elderly sister simply states that she is a realist, shooing another of Magdalene's strays away. Alright, after being discharged from the hospital...
Damn nuns!
Oh, they're
How dare you! Look, listen, modern day nuns are pretty freaking cool. That's all I'm saying. They do, no offense, no shades to the priests, but they do a lot more community outreach. I'm just saying.
I don't know, man. I went to school with them in the 80s for a couple years.
Yeah, the 80s. Like I said, modern nuns are really cool.
Yeah. After being discharged from the hospital, Selena returns to her apartment, asking her friend Holly whether Stan...
Uh-oh, Holly!
Hey, Selena. Whether Stan, her pimp, is around. It was Stan who beat her, and Holly warns that if she goes back to her room, he will be waiting for her and could easily hurt her again. Even so, Selena goes up anyway. Stan is complacent, apologizing for mistreating her. Selena ignores him and asks where her cats are. He moved them to an empty apartment because they make him uncomfortable. Despite that discomfort, he presents Selena with a cat-themed dominatrix bodysuit.
Oh, that's gross. I totally forgot about that.
But that's gonna come in somewhere. She is disgusted by it, but eventually Stan talks her into doing one last job for him in the cat suit, promising it will be the last time.
His last time.
Later, Selena calls the number on the card and winds up doing self-defense training with former boxing...
Sorry.
That ADD. But yes, she does self-defense training with former boxing champ Ted Grant.
Who does she think she is? Laurel Lance? On Arrow? Some say he's still bleeding out in the street.
Oh, I saw that coming. So yeah, get a little
That was like so on the nose it hurt my soul. Wildcat, really?
Oh my.
Why don't we get Catman in here too as well then?
Bronze Tiger.
It would come a couple of years later, but Red Claw.
Oh my.
Justice for Red Claw.
Write it up.
The X-Men are getting a new show. Come on, we need a new Batman the Animated Series. No shade to Harley Quinn. Excellent adult cartoon. I want something that like the kids can watch.
Aren't they working on something on HBO Max?
Are they?
A Batman, I thought.
Not in the animated universe, is it? I thought that's what the season 2 comics were for that whole contract thing.
I thought Tim was in on it, but I don't know.
I'll have to look.
Selena asks how many other girls Flannery has sent Ted, and he responds that he doesn't know any cops named Flannery. He says that for $100 an hour, he'll teach her everything he knows. Naturally,
I think his middle name was Matches, maybe.
Whoa! Naturally, she can't afford it, and he suggests that she may qualify for a discount if she's serious.
No, wait.
Whoa! 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 Kids,
she's like, not in the face.
Don't let your kids watch this YouTube video. Oh my god.
This podcast is rated teen, first of all.
At least
sometimes teen plus, okay?
At least the video. And gentlemen, if you want screenshots, I'll sell them to you for $10.
That taste is still in my mouth. You're number one. You're number one. No, Ted Grant's great. He's a stand-up guy.
Oh, yeah.
I kid. Not in the face.
Yeah. After cutting her long hair, Selena happens to notice some commotion outside her apartment while her submissive clients whine to be punished further. Yes, kids.
This is Frank Miller's pseudonym. I don't care what nobody says. Somebody find me a picture of this so-called Mindy Newell. Somebody find it quick.
I'm just waiting for the client to be like, yes, Superman can't beat Hulk in a fight. That's right, slave. Jesus Christ.
She's in race.
Ignoring them.
Catholic school humor for you.
Alright, kids, we're about to get the crossover. Yes, ignoring them, she watches as Holly propositions a strange man who seems to be stirring up trouble. Stan gets involved, and he and the man fight until eventually Holly stabs the man in the leg. Instinctively, the man breaks Holly's wrist, and Selena springs into action in order to avenge her friend. Though she puts up a fight, the man lands a heavy punch and knocks her to the ground. When the cops arrive, the man dashes off. So yes, not Frank Miller, but Frank Miller adjacent to Lilith.
Exactly.
It's infected the story. I wonder if Mindy was just like, I'm going to write the Catwoman origin. Can you tie it in the Batman Year One?
Damn it!
All right. Do I have to make her a prostitute? Oh, Christ.
She's like, I gotta make the cat suit something gross and icky, not empowering. I'm working on Wonder Woman next. Okay.
It's 1989. I'm sure they're like, yeah, follow Frank Miller. Frank Miller sells.
They weren't wrong. We're still living in those repercussions.
Yeah, but
look forward to Dark Knight 4 in 2023.
I was gonna say, and in '89, that the original Dark Knight Returns is only 3 years old, so I'm like, yeah, see. As a result, Selena's late for her appointment with Ted, and she asks him to teach her how to use a bullwhip in a fight. So business and pleasure.
Oh, that way you can write it off on your taxes. I see you, Selena.
Oh my! Oh, is that what that torture rack in the third bedroom's for? Taxes.
No. It's chiropractic equipment. Don't worry about
Exercise equipment. Ted wonders who it is that Selena is really lashing out at because he doesn't think it's her pimp. Even so, he trains her in the use of the whip. One night, Selena is wakened by her cats to find Holly at her window looking out over Robinson Park. Oh, we're crossing back over. where there seems to be a lot of commotion and explosions. Turning on the TV, they see a news report indicating that the Batman has been surrounded by the Gotham City Police Department there. Holly is filled with excitement at the thought of glimpsing the Batman, and Selena agrees to...
Oh, wait a freaking minute. You remember the Dark Knight animated, right? This is literally that scene.
Well, yeah, it's from the comic.
Yeah, I know, but like, it was like a different POV on the other side. But yeah.
They probably used this. Yeah, they probably used this scene. Selena agrees to accompany her friend to the police line to see events unfold. At the scene, things look grim for the Batman, and Selena pessimistically believes that if they see him at all, it will be as a corpse. Suddenly, a massive swarm of bats fills the sky over the park, and in the confusion, Batman escapes. Selena realizes that he is a formidable
Alright, Ryan Wilder, calm down there.
Oh my. And then he has used the bats and his costume to create it. No, it's it's Batman Year One, Batman.
I know.
Batman is beginning, Lilith. That scene was in that movie.
I know.
Oh my, is that going to be on the bracket?
Never.
Okay.
Dark Knight the last part of the trilogy definitely needs to be there, but
yeah, spends half
first two I don't mind.
Spends half the movie in a pit. In training with...
Oh yeah, where were we? The pit of despair.
In training with Ted, Selena begins all those people trapped in the pit until the Great White Savior manages to escape. Money is my power. In training with Ted, Selena begins to break down and give up. Ted keeps pushing her, making her angry until she lashes out and really hurts him. This is what he wanted, to get Selena to put her emotion into her fighting. She is progressing.
It's like the opposite of what you want to do, but okay.
Yeah.
When you're a vigilante, it's fine. I get it.
Yeah, come on.
Actually not recommended for real fighting.
I was going to say, have you ever heard, yes, get more emotional. It'll make you fight better, yeah. Selena decides to make her move. She puts on the catsuit that Stan got her and hits the streets. Placing a call to him, she lies that one of her clients became violent and ended up being stabbed on his own knife. Stan tells her to stay calm and meet him at a certain location. As he waits for her, Selena creeps over the rooftops in her new costume, preparing to pounce.
Me? Wow.
Alright, so what do you think of issue 1, Lil?
It's a little icky. I'm glad that we have better origin stories, but it's an okay story if you put it within the in 1989 context. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And again, I'm sure, if you got that ball and chain of, hey, can you want...
Editorial mandates,
can you
absolutely.
Thread it through Batman Year One? Yeah. But this issue was reprinted in Catwoman, a celebration of 75 years.
Yeah, that's true. I have that book somewhere around here.
You have them all, don't you?
Honestly, it's a sickness. Yeah. I like nice hardcover books. I do. Especially when they're related to comics. It's just a thing.
You like some hard
$75, no problem. Shut up and take my money.
75.
No, it wasn't that much, but there's like some of the encyclopedias are that much and stuff like that.
The big ones, yeah. I have a bunch of encyclopedias. Yeah.
They need to make a new one. They haven't made a new one since they haven't made one for Rebirth yet.
Yeah, they need to update.
Gotta complete my collection. Come on now.
All right. So should we jump to the second one?
Onwards and upwards.
Hey-o. All right, Catwoman number 2 from March 1989.
It's St. Patty's Day book. No, I'm kidding.
Same creative team. Downtown Babylon.
Yep, that's about right.
In the
more like Sodom and Gomorrah, but
Sodom and Gomorrah was nothing compared to Gotham. In the alleyway behind the Immaculate Virgin Mission, Selena Kyle confronts Stan, her pimp, wearing the catsuit that he gave her. When he realizes what her intentions are, he tries to be threatening, but she scratches his face and throws him to the ground using the training she gained from Ted Grant.
Isn't that funny? It's kind of like how Cat moves, because it's Wildcat, but it's like, when Scott's fighting, and he learned his fighting style from her girl, so it shows, so he uses his legs instead of his arms. It's one of those things. It makes me kind of giggle.
Yeah. She was like, put your mitts up. See?
These ain't no toe beans!
And then she goes completely CW. She removes her mask, pressing her stiletto heel against Stan's throat and warns him not to kick the cat.
How dare you, sir? She said no one can know her secret.
And warns him not to... Oh, there you go. Puts her stiletto heel against Stan's throat and warns him not to kick the cat.
Well then.
At that moment, Sister Magdalene steps into the alley to feed her stray cats and sees Selena's face.
Convenient plot point is convenient.
CW moment. Sister Magdalene and Sister Mary Elizabeth go to Detective George Flannery of the Gotham City Police Department and explain that Magdalene believes that the woman she saw is her sister, who ran away from home years ago. Flannery writes the Catwoman. They have to put the hyphen in. Yes, the Catwoman off as a female version of the Batman, only on the East End. He does not believe she is Magdalene's sister, though. When he does not offer her any assistance in finding her sister, Magdalene decides to take to the streets and find out for herself. Flannery warns that she would be safer to simply pray.
Ain't no lies told detected there. Stay off the Gotham streets, homie.
This is 1989. It seems like a sitcom, man. You know, Detective Nun or something.
Talk about your flying nuns and bad habits.
That would be the title, Bad Habits.
Wait a minute, we already have that show. It's called Evil on CBS All Access, starring Mike Coulter. You're welcome for the plug! If you know, you know. Excellent show.
And again, once again, I mean, we're talking pimps and prostitutes. Blue Chew, come on.
Manscaped, anybody. Any genital related. That's our brand.
Come on, Manscaped. I'll trim the hedges. Come on.
Bro, those promos were out of hand on YouTube this year. Seriously. It's like I'm like, I gotta stop following so many guys on YouTube, man. I'm sick of this damn promo.
Oh my god, we could probably get Charlie to do a live thing on the Patreon.
With his mustache.
It's growing back, did you see?
His other mustache.
Oh, I'm not sleeping well tonight. Anyway. Tending to his wounds, Stan decides the time has come to put a bullet in Selena Kyle's head. Oh, Gotham, hello, okay. Meanwhile, Sister...
You heard of a Glasgow smile? We'll get ready for it, Gotham.
Joe Chill, hello.
Oh, no. Make sure she's watching the Mark of Zorro first.
Just chill has a way different meaning in Gotham. Meanwhile, Sister Magdalene does indeed walk the streets, showing an old photo of her sister to the local East End prostitutes. She happens upon Holly Robinson, who feigned ignorance. Later, though, Holly informs Selena that the nun was looking for her. Having spent all of their money on a specialized cat suit, Selena ignores Holly's concerns and goes out for her first attempt at cat burglary.
Me? Wow.
I was going to say, it has to be cat burglary.
I don't get where that comes from, and I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, like, honestly, ravens are more likely to steal your shiny bits.
I'm sure it has something to do with cats sneaking in windows, or I don't know. It's probably something.
Something old-timey, definitely.
Or they're quiet like a cat, or I don't know, something.
Like a thief in the night. Cats will steal your breath.
On the street, Stan happens to overhear Sister Magdalene get accosted by Detective Flannery. She rebuffs his attempts to get her to stay off the streets for her own safety. Resigned, he returns to his car where he and his partner worry about the PR nightmare that would haunt them if anything happened to her. Still, Flannery can't shake the thought that there's something familiar about the nun. His partner jokes that maybe he busted her sister, but something about the comment rings true. That night, when Magdalene goes out to feed her cat, Selena drops out of the shadows and frightens her. Magdalene recognizes her as her sister, but Selena warns her not to keep looking for her, now that she has appeared. Magdalene will not have to keep looking for her. Maggie informs her sister that their father died 2 months ago. Selena is taken aback, but she composes herself and climbs...
Time to become the badass boss crime bitch you were always meant to be. Whoops. Not just yet. Not just yet.
She climbs up a fire escape, warning Maggie to stay off the streets. Neither woman realizes that Stan has been listening from deep within the alleyway.
Never trusted that named Stan. Especially if he lives in Colorado.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I never trust an alleyway in Gotham.
Touché, sir.
After Selena's gone, he sneaks up behind Magdalene menacingly. Elsewhere, Ted Grant explains that he doesn't talk openly about his trainees. Even so, Flannery convinces him that he needs to know where Selena Cow is, and Ted gives in. Meanwhile, Selena has just returned from thieving some jewelry, commenting that she can make more money this way than she ever could from selling herself for Stan. When a knock comes at the door, she and
Well, considering pimps take 100% of the profits, duh.
Well, yeah. Boy, anything would make more money. Yeah.
What's 100 times 0? 0 every time.
You need the money, gimme.
When a knock comes at the door, she and Holly hurriedly hide the loot under the bed before answering. She finds Detective Flannery and Sister Mary Elizabeth at the door, explaining that they are looking for Magdalene. Selena professes to no knowledge of the nun, and the detective is forced to leave. Sister Mary Elizabeth notes that the detective recognized Selena. He blames himself for getting Selena and Magdalene into trouble by getting involved in helping Selena learn to take care of herself. Selena understands that she is responsible. Putting on a wig, she hits the streets as a prostitute once more, looking for a particular client. When she catches the eye of Jefferson Skeevers, she knows...
The name, it's in the name. Skeeves. Just saying.
I know.
It's a little too on the nose, but I'll allow it because it's hilarious.
I read that in the right away. I was like, fake name. She knows she struck gold. Getting into his car, she manipulates him into telling her where Stan might be hiding, seeing as they are good friends. That night, as she prepares to go out, the phone rings and Stan's voice tells her not to screw around with his friends because they will stab her in the back. Gotham, so literally. Meanwhile, Stan has Magdalene...
And the front.
Hell. Stan has Magdalene tied to a chair and he mocks her as she prays for her life. Wow.
That's not a good cliffhanger, but okay.
Well, come on. It's her sister.
So it's a little cliche.
Hey, at this point, the sister was like a brand new addition, so it's like, oh, are they going to kill her? They might kill her, because I don't remember ever hearing of Catwoman having a sister, so.
Well, neither does George on Seinfeld, but he said he did.
Season 1 doesn't count.
Hell, up to season 3 it doesn't count.
I think Elaine had a brother or sister in any of that.
Yeah, she does. Well, yeah, actually, what season am I? I'm on season 6, and she still has a sister and a nephew that loves a nipple pick.
Hides it under his pillow. George, where's my Christmas card?
Exactly. Literally, I was just watching that episode earlier today.
Oh my god, can you imagine if, like, one of us, like, Lilith, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we can see your nipple.
And what about it? You like the damn nipple ring? Have at it.
Oh my! There's some new information. No, I was gonna say that me and Charlie can be like, see, we all have them, see?
Charlie would be the first one to say that.
Oh, we all know Charlie Usher has nipples. And everyone...
No, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Tune into the Patreon to find out.
Boy, talk about your crappy cliffhangers, Lil Hellfire. Jeez.
I was more concerned for the pizza. Oh, educational corner. Why they call people cat burglars is somebody that has a particular skill in climbing to break into places. And that's why you always see the cliche of them climbing into the window, I guess.
Yes.
To let you know that they're a cat burglar, see? That's a specialized skill, see?
You know what? I'm proud of us. We haven't hit this drop before now, this episode.
Oh, I'm going to wear a gimp mask and murder people.
I assumed you were going to open the episode with it, and when you didn't, I said, I'm proud of us. Real restraint, Philip.
Yeah, it's all like I didn't think of it at the time.
I'm uncancelable.
Oh my. Alright, so any more thoughts on 2, or should we get to 3?
Let's get to 3, because this is where things heat up a little bit.
This is where the bat hits the fan.
Gets a little spicy.
Yeah. Alright, so Catwoman number 3, April 1989.
April Fools.
A certain young man turns 11.
Let's talk about your gothic baptism. That's a little too on the nose, too.
Oh my. I've just turned 11. Ray has turned 11 like 2 months beforehand.
He loves rubbing it in. Loves it.
What, the old man? Yes, I do.
The hard master.
Alright,
I thought you were going to go for sex on the mind.
just the tone of that voice.
sex on the mind.
Oh, no. Another drop that will fit in well here.
Exciting times to be a pimp.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is at all.
Totally take a whip to the face.
Exciting times to be a pimp.
Had it too good for too long. Alright, the title of this one, Gothic Baptism.
And now it's time to kill. She looks like a mouse and not a cat on the cover. No shade.
Yeah, I think that's why that suit didn't last too long. I mean, by the time she gets her own ongoing, they switch to that purple costume.
They're like, Rat Woman? What's going on here?
Yeah, because remember we did that Detective Comics with Catman? Yeah, it looks like...
Yeah.
Stan returns to his hideout with food, jokingly complaining that his captive sister...
Has she ever said no relation? Like, I need in a comic book for her to say no relation to Catman.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no relation.
Nothing to do with him.
It was her father.
Just
give it 2 more continuities, bro.
That's my loser brother.
Nice.
But Stan...
He's Fredo for sure.
I'm smart! Stan returns to the hideout with food, joking there's captive. Sister Magdalene doesn't welcome him home, though she is gagged.
Kinky.
Hell, elsewhere, Lil's like, you're supposed to gag the man. She likes him pretty and unable to talk, kids. Elsewhere, Catwoman, so they can't say stupid crap like Hulk can beat Superman.
Exactly.
Elsewhere, Catwoman breaks into a fancy apartment and finds a former prostitute bathing in a large tub. Selena turns out the lights and then appears in the dark, brandishing her sharpened claws. Oh man, her and Bruce were meant for each other, you know? The girl quickly breaks, and Selena demands to know where Stan is. The girl fearfully responds that Stan may be in a supply depot.
For the F train! Woo, woo! They make it too easy.
Oh, it's like you're... Oh, jeez.
Not a theater. Oh, God, not a theater. Any place but a theater.
Or he may be at Brzezinski's Theater, an old strip joint. Stealing the... Oh, my God. So someone she loves may be shot outside a theater, but this one's a strip club.
It's a fancy burlesque club, okay?
Stealing the girl's jewels. Catwoman warns...
I wonder if they were family jewels of Steve.
Oh, I was gonna say... I was waiting for the family jewels comment, yeah.
I'm that kind of freak.
Get it, kids? The family jewels?
Like the penis.
Why do we have that drop?
Because it's Charlie Esther. It's uncancelable.
I need the mom's laugh, though. I told you I need that.
I know.
I'm uncancelable.
You know why we have that drop, right?
Because it was, bitches.
The greatest Charlie Esther.
Full stream ahead is the gift that keeps on giving.
I know, man. First when you were editing it, now me. Yeah, that thing just gives and gives. Hey, well. Catwoman warns the girl to tell no one she was there, and then blows out the candle, leaving the girl in total darkness. At Stan's apartment,
that girl grew up to be Daredevil.
Typhoid Mary.
Nice.
At Stan's apartment, Batman investigates, knowing that Stan took Magdalene there. See, oh hey, Batman shows up. He finds little there to help him, but he does notice a cufflink on the floor. Thinking back, he recognizes it as belonging to Stan.
Shut the hell up!
In the middle of a fight, man, he saw that cufflink. Hey, world's greatest detective, Lil.
Apparently. Now, that's that, no. I want to see the homework.
World's greatest detective, suck it, Moon Knight.
I love Batman.
Oh, damn it. Leave him alone. You thought because he didn't hear it at the beginning, he might listen, Philip? Is that what it was?
Would you like your own drop? Become a patron right now.
Would you like to be pandered to? Do you like your ass kissed? Well, join the Patreon for only $3. You can have...
Hey, in a few weeks, Justin will be here so we can get a drop of him. Because, yeah, we got Ray and Russell so far.
Where's the Joker nuggets?
In Stan's pants, because he's a clown.
Whoa! No one's playing that ring toss. Hey,
you'll never win a prize. It'll fall off every time.
Oh.
Blue Chew, seriously. Don't you give him the Harry Osborn whistle. Oh, love how James Franco didn't come back.
Whoa! Hey.
He's canceled, though. He's not uncancelable.
No Harry Osborn showed up. He's a loser across the multiverse.
I mean, you're not wrong, sir.
Or he's like Venom, he's just sitting in a bar somewhere.
Ogling young girls, probably. But anyway.
Although he does have a drug habit, so he could be up to something.
Everyone loves cocaine.
Alright, so Batman remembers the cufflink as Stan's, the pimp with whom he had an altercation not long ago. This is the clue that can bring the case together. Someone may have seen Stan around. He deduces that someone or something pushed him into abducting a nun. Elsewhere, Detective George...
Oh, because you understand people.
I understand crime. Crime affected me once, now I understand it. Elsewhere, Detective George Flannery and his partner have a tap on Selina's phone, and they overhear Holly Robinson receiving a call from
Ain't
Stan.
no way. 1989, they're not getting a tap that quick. I'm sorry. I don't care that it is Gotham. Ain't no way.
Who said it was by the book?
Touche.
Alright, I gotta do it.
Tapping my way downtown.
But Holly receives a call from Stan. He asks to speak to Selina, and Flannery hopes that he'll stay on the line long enough for them to get a trace. Fortunately, Selina comes home in time to take the call. At first, it seems as though Stan is going to dare Selina to come for him, but then he changes his mind and hangs up. Fortunately, they manage to get a trace on Stan, but he is nowhere to be found at the payphone he used. Payphone. Selina...
Superman needed somewhere to change his clothes.
Adam Levine had to make his career on something. Come on.
He's the male Taylor Swift, first of all.
Shake it up. Selina prepares to go after Stan, having deduced that he is in the theater by the fact that she heard no trains over the phone. Holly warns that if Selina goes in the catsuit, she may be caught in a setup. Her actions have not gone unnoticed, and word of a Catwoman on the streets have been spreading. When Selina goes outside in plain clothes, Flannery and his partner detain her and take her into the station for questioning.
Idiot.
At the station, Flannery warns that he doesn't care if Selina and Magdalene are sisters, but he does care when civilians get caught in the middle of personal vendettas like the one between Selina and Stan. He wants the issue dealt with, and if she won't help him, she will go down with Stan. He reminds her that she owes him for pointing her in the direction of Ted Grant. Afterward, Flannery has Selina followed, only to discover that she knew she was being tailed and led them on a wild goose chase. When the police break their cover and chase her down, she disappears, having snuck into her catsuit and escaped onto the rooftops.
When the cat's away, the mice will play. Or vice versa, actually, in this case.
Meanwhile, Stan grows agitated with Sister Magdalene and drags her out into the rafters and scaffolding above the stage at the theater. He is surprised to find Catwoman waiting above him, promising to kill him. Someone meowed us. Is that you, Russell? Who is this?
Show yourself! Hit the button first! Come on!
Yeah. Stan throws Magdalene to the ground as Catwoman drops on him. Selina is so consumed by her desire to destroy Stan that she fails to notice Magdalene holding onto the edge of the walkway for dear life. Stan pulls a knife, but Selina manages to yank it from his grip with her whip and scratch his face. While he falls to the ground in pain, Selina reaches for Maggie's hand, but Stan gets up and pushes her aside, stepping onto Magdalene's fingers and causing her to let go. Selina desperately tries to catch her sister, and in her hurry, she knocks Stan over the side as well. But both Stan and Magdalene exceed her grasp. I think that should be escape, but no. Oh, it is Russell. I have tomes. I have evil. We're talking Catwoman tonight, Russell.
She's an anti-hero. She was an anti-hero before it was cool to be an anti-hero. That's
true. Selina looks down to see Stan below, and from behind her, she hears Batman tell her that he's dead.
Looking good, mama!
I like your taste in clothes.
Get your hands out of your utility belt, Batman.
Whoa! Is that a batarang? Are you happy to see me? She assumes that Maggie is also dead, but fortunately, Batman had caught her.
Did he snap her neck? Did he snap her neck? Did he snap her spine?
No, Conway didn't write this. Selena readily admits that she let Stan fall to his death, despite Maggie's horror, and she leaves in disgust at the thought that her sister would have saved scum like Stan, even after what he did. Batman wonders whose side Selena is on. Magdalene responds that
she's on her own side, like you.
Magdalene responds, yes, that like him, Selena's on her own side.
Only she doesn't drag along orphans into it.
Oh my god, I saw one of those memes, because everything's Spider-Man now, of course. And the one it's like, what is it? It's like, which of the 3 Spider-Men would you want to save you? And some smart ass put, not Andrew, man, I don't need to snap back.
Saying. Although Toby is a little slow. So, I mean, out of just sheer efficiency of a save,
I don't know, man.
I'll take Tom Holland.
He saved Kristen Dunst multiple times.
You know what? Screw that. I want Otto Octavius to freaking save me, okay? Or Sandman.
I want Otto Octavius to save me?
Pirates, arg!
Were you looking for me now? Okay, I think that's the job you were looking for.
Superior puss.
I mean, you're not wrong with that drop.
Why do we have that?
Because alcohol exists.
Alright, so thoughts on 3?
Like I said, this is where it gets spicy. I like that her sister called Batman out like that.
Oh, yeah.
I thought this was fun.
And of course that line Detective Flannery throws out, let's roll Kato, is a reference to the Green Hornet.
Ooh, that didn't age well. Thank you, Seth Rogen.
Well, Seth
Just glad he didn't get a hold of the boys. I'm glad that it was Eric Kripke.
I was going to say, well, Seth Rogen hasn't aged well.
Oh, no, Russell. Don't you dare.
Oh. 2 arms, 2 eyes, 2. Oh, Lord.
Iron Man? Hello!
Oh! Happy
Hogan?
The answer when we come back.
Do-do-do.
Commercial break.
I think 3 is my favorite issue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Despite the cover, it's just like where everything comes together. She has a good, like, I can root for Selena. At first I was just like, eh.
Yeah.
This one is like, yeah, let him die. That's right.
Hang him from the scaffolding.
Exactly.
The Green Goblin. Oh, Russell. I see you saw No Way Home. All the nerds are like checking in. I saw it now.
It's been the weekend. Spoilers are on the loose.
Being green and breaking hearts since 1970. Oh my. And remember, that's kids, scroll down and check out our review of Spider-Man No Way Home we did with Charlie Esser.
Over on
Capes and Lunatics.
Yes.
Yeah. Or it's on this YouTube channel.
How many followers do we have on the YouTube channel?
So I believe it's 185 or so.
Road to 269. Let's get it.
Yeah, man, less than 100 to 269. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, you can listen to it now, Russell. I know you missed it. You were supposed to be there. I know.
We missed you. Issue 4. Let's wrap this sucker up.
All right. So issue 4, May 1980.
She looks like a damn mouse in this costume on this last cover more than ever.
Yeah. I think they realized that after. I don't think this costume really lasted maybe a year or so. Yes, May.
I don't know. I still like it better than the armpits.
Oh, that costume wouldn't be bad if they just filled in the armpits.
I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't do her proportions justice. It's just something off about it.
I like the original one with the goggles. That's I think my favorite.
I love the goggles.
Yeah,
we stand the goggles.
They should never change that. So yes, May 1989, Consecration. No, I said Consecration. At Brzezinski's Theater, the Gotham City Police Department investigates the scene where Stan the Pimp fell to his death from the scaffolding above the stage. Detective George Flannery of Gotham Vice is certain that Stan had the nun's sister Magdalene with him, though she seems to be missing now. While trying to convince Captain Ethan Strunk of this...
Fake name alert!
Exactly. Russell, best Catwoman is when she just had a literal cat head in a cape. I thought he was going to go with the skirt one.
Yowza.
No, Goggles is the best. So Captain Ethan Strunk of this. He is interrupted by young Holly Robinson, who tries to get close to the captain's car who gets too close to the captain's car for his liking. The captain forcefully yanks her away from the vehicle. Flannery and his partner recognize Holly as a friend of Selena Kyle, who is somehow mixed up in all this. Still, without evidence, Flannery tries to convince Strunk that Selena and the nuns are sisters. High above the crime scene, Batman and Sister Magdalene watch from the rooftops. Magdalene isn't forthcoming with answers about the mysterious Catwoman who's at the scene. It worries Batman that Catwoman seems to have no care for the vulnerability that comes from playing so close to the edge. Magdalene coyly suggests that the reason he isn't simply going after her is that he is afraid of something. Batman responds that he is merely compiling facts. He takes her down to the police while Catwoman watches from afar.
Yeah, he's watching a booty bounce. That's about it.
I was going to say, he's afraid of something. Later, Selena visits the Immaculate Virgin Mission. Ain't none of them here. And meets with her sister. She is surprised by Maggie's lack of outrage. The nun explains that while she was recovering, she had plenty of time to scream and curse, but now she has simply moved on. Selena believes that her sister's pain is the responsibility of Catwoman, of herself. She feels that the suit makes her stop caring about consequences, like Selena Kyle is dead.
Kind of like Bruce Wayne and Batman, but that's something to unpack at a later time and date.
Again, these two are meant for each other.
Same psychosis.
Yeah. The women are interrupted by the voice of Holly. From the shadows, she begs Selena to promise to restrain herself. This makes Selena suspicious, but Maggie...
And that little girl grew up to be punched.
Oh. You just hurt Charlie on so many levels.
This is Batman. He's not gonna hear this. We're not talking about orphan eating.
Wow, that's true. Yeah, but this makes Selena suspicious, but Maggie warns her not to let the cat out. To feel her real feelings. Holly steps out of the shadows to reveal that she has been badly beaten. Trying to remain calm, Selena embraces her friend and asks who did it. Holly replies that it was Captain Strunk. Selena goes to Detective Flannery with her accusations against Captain Strunk. Flannery finds it hard to believe, but Selena challenges him to prove that even whores have rights, as he once told her.
Whoa! Somebody get freaking Stabler and Benson on the line. I don't like this guy.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bum, bum. You're gonna need that for the GCPD show for sure. So find that sound and download it.
In response, Flannery explains that Captain Strunk is a man of such a good reputation that the idea that he might beat up a prostitute is beyond imagining. He admits that when Holly was climbing all over Strunk's car, he may have gotten too rough with her. That night, Selena sneaks...
Police brutality, you don't say. Get out of town.
Exactly. In Gotham, of all places. That night, Selena sneaks into Holly's room at the mission and steals back her catsuit, putting it on. Sister Magdalene catches her and assumes that Selena has chosen the cat over the woman. As Selena makes for the window, Magdalene demands to know what will become of Holly. Selena doesn't seem to care. Magdalene responds that her sister is a coward and threatens to tell Flannery everything. Angrily, Selena hisses at Magdalene and the nun is silenced. Looking her sister in the eyes, Magdalene asks whether she really feels safer in the costume. Slyly, Selena responds with her own question. Does Maggie really feel safer in her nun costume?
Ooh, damn!
Burn. After Catwoman... we will have none of that. After Catwoman has gone, Batman appears behind Sister Magdalene and asks after Holly. At first, Magdalene is wary, but when she realizes that Batman is on the side of good, she explains that the girl was simply sleeping. At the mention of Strunk, Batman infers that the captain is supposedly responsible for the girl's injuries. He promises that he will bring Strunk to justice if he is responsible. Magdalene warns that Catwoman is already on her way to getting vengeance.
Wait a minute. That's our shtick. Just hold on.
She ain't wearing no t-shirt. At Captain Strunk's home, he takes out the garbage only to be surprised by Catwoman. She attacks him, but Batman appears and knocks her whip from her hand with a batarang that ricochets and knocks the captain unconscious. Batman warns that while Captain Strunk may be guilty of abusing Holly, nobody will defend a cop killer. He deserves a jury of his peers.
Oh, I don't know about that.
So optimistic, aren't you, Beth? Catwoman doubts this, but Batman offers that Sister Magdalene will help and Lieutenant Gordon will listen with an unbiased ear.
Because his boo told him to. I don't think that's unbiased, but whatever.
Batman attempts to convince Catwoman to give up her costume thievery, but the thrill is too great for her to give it up, and she feels a strong attraction for him. Oh, no.
She's like, am I attracted to this? No. Yes. No. Yes. And the dance begins.
Kind of girl's mother would not want me to associate with. Batman responds that they will be at odds because they are on opposite sides of the law.
Not really. Y'all both vigilantes.
Exactly.
Whatever. Oh, but he's a man, so it's okay. I forgot.
Oh, he has a boo in the police department.
She should have got Montoya. Come on.
Well, I mean, if they play it, I mean, at this point, I mean, wasn't Montoya young when she showed up? So Montoya might not even be on the force yet. Yeah.
Just saying, like, balance it out.
And besides, he's so rich he doesn't have to steal. So we're on opposite sides.
Oh yeah, he's the one getting stolen from. If you know, you know.
Oh my. But no, that's our two sides, rich and poor.
Yep.
Frustratingly, she steals a kiss from him and then claws his face.
Gotta leave your mark. I feel you, sister. Only consensually, though.
What's consensually whip them? She claims the first round for herself and then runs off.
So petty. We love a petty queen, honestly. We do.
I know you do.
I know you do too. You know, your middle name was Petty before it was podcast. Don't you ever forget it.
I am petty, but I mean, you're the petty queen.
It's true.
Oh, I should have got you a crown for your birthday. Back at the mission, Holly looks out over the city from her window, hoping to see Selina. Sister Magdalene calls her to go to bed because she will have to be going to school for the first time. Magdalene states that she misses her sister too, but that she will never come back. From a nearby rooftop, Catwoman listens and watches over her family.
Aww.
Alright, well, what did you think?
A little corny on the wrap-up, but okay, I'll allow it. It's 89.
Yeah.
She's trying to, like, come back from what they made her right in the first two issues, and I think she did a pretty good job.
You know, kind of like, again, like you said, like one of the first anti-heroes.
And she sticks by that for the most part, too, which she doesn't flip-flop like a lot of them. Harley, Deathstroke, you know, I can appreciate that.
Well, it depends what sells.
I think being true to the character's origin while giving it an update, there's nothing wrong with that. I think when you flip-flop, you lose audiences. Like I said, you know, and with Amanda and Jimmy writing Red Sonja, you know, a character that could just as easily have Beaver jokes, they do an amazing job with that. Whereas with Harley, with them trying to switch from what we really wanted, it was hard. It was a hard sell for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So, Deathstroke, I don't know. He's a mercenary.
Do you see there's a new...
It is what it is.
There's going to be a bad crossover coming up in the next couple of months with Deathstroke. It's going to... I guess
he's finally going to tell him that ain't your son, bro.
No, I think... What is it? I think he either... I think he's killing Roz, so of course, you know, Damien's going to want to go to war with him, so...
He's trying to kill every other man in his life since Bruce won't give up custody, even though he doesn't take care of him, because isn't he on a, life or death tournament on Lazarus Island or whatever? Like, come on. Bruce is not a good dad.
Let it go. Let it go.
Never! Bruce is a terrible dad. I don't know why Damien is a character if they're going to make Bruce a terrible dad.
I'm just saying, he's always going to be the biological dad. I'm not saying he's not a bad dad, but they're...
Oh, when they're tired of Damien, trust me, that's why they wrote that storyline. They're like, well, actually...
What, you didn't know Talia's a slut?
She's like, I ain't saying she a gold digger.
I mean, she's been with Bruce, she's been with Jason, she can't tempt Dick, hell. Why do you think Tim's pretending to be bi? Come on.
He's like, I'm tired of my stepmom hitting on me.
Oh, good lord.
But no, yeah, like I said, they gave her 4 issues, and she managed to turn it around into a pretty decent story.
Oh yeah, especially for 89. Yeah, that was a good story.
When it comes to female characters in comic books, context is key.
I mean, at least they got a female writer to do it too.
Yeah. I think think I'll give it a solid B-. The overall story.
I don't know. Might have to give it a B.
That art, especially the covers, like the covers was supposed to draw you in. It was tough.
I mean, the covers were bad, but yeah, just that suit looked like a mouse.
The art was pretty standard. It was like nothing spectacular, nothing stand out. At least they didn't over exaggerate her body. Even in the cat suit, I very much appreciate that. So.
Again, it was 89. It was, it was right on the cusp right before that,
Michelle Pfeiffer.
And she got the Jim Bowling treatment.
Nice.
All right, so we don't have time for the 20 bad books to come out.
It's gonna slow down though, so.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I forget
what. A lot of those books are kind of wrapping up and stuff, so.
Yeah. Although, all right, real quick, did you read Batgirls?
No.
No? Okay.
Not yet. I mean, I'm nervous. I didn't hear good things on Twitter, so I was just like, I'm just gonna wait.
I mean, I'm not gonna say, it wasn't bad, but it was like a lot of setup, so we're gonna get enough one to get into it, yeah.
I wanted to wait for the second issue too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just so that I can.
Yeah, I would wait for 2 and then just read 1 and 2 back to back, because 1's a lot of setup.
I suspected as much with all the complaining that was going on, so. I'm still looking forward to it, but, number 1 issues are tough sometimes, especially in the modern era.
Yeah.
I'm still excited for the team, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'd rather have my Gotham Sirens, but it is what it is. At least I didn't forget my 2 favorite girls, so.
And I forget what book they announced for there's a new Black Label series coming up, and I forget what it is, but I remember I think it was Bleeding Cool had a headline. They're like, in a rare move, DC announces a Black Label book that has nothing to do with Batman or Joker.
Ooh.
Yeah, I forget what it is, but they were just like, it has nothing to do with Batman or Joker.
Or Harley. Let's not forget Harley.
Yes.
Now that's the DC Trinity at this point, to be honest.
Pretty much.
Oof.
I don't know, man. I think Nightwing may be trying to make his move in 2022.
We'll see.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, man, that what is that? Is it January or February? The Detective Comics goes weekly. Man, I'm telling you, Nightwing's going to be carrying that story on his back.
Well, duh, we already know that.
Yeah. On his spectacular butt.
That's Gotham's buns. Bloodhaven had it first!
But I believe Huntress is going to be in there, so.
Ooh, spicy.
Again, how many continuities has it been? Did they sleep together? I don't know. They should bring that
My
back
gut
in.
tells me yes. For spicy drama.
They've been bringing a lot more stuff in, so, they'll never admit it, but they're winding back New 52 stuff.
Thank God.
They'll never admit it, but behind closed doors, they're saying, yeah, that was a mistake.
In the words of Shia LaBeouf, just do it!
Just do it!
And on that note, we should probably give the kids the homework.
All right, kids.
Special delivery?
Hey, all right, let me pull up the schedule here. 2022 is coming in hot, kids.
As always.
Hey, all right, kids. Oh, next time. Yes, I did. I made a change to the schedule. Next week we'll be covering Detective Comics Annual 8. It's like a Riddler Year 1 story.
I wonder why.
I had a Riddler story from Legends of the Dark Knight, and I started reading it, and I was like, I don't know about this. So it's gonna be a Riddler Year 1. And again, I'm like, this fits in better because it wasn't the one I had down wasn't a Year 1 story. I'm like, okay, we did Catwoman Year 1. Let's do a Riddler Year 1 story.
Nice. Don't forget the Penguin. Waka waka waka.
Oh well, in 2 weeks we'll do Batman 548 and 549, which is a Penguin story. So
yes,
and I believe it's another Mensch story.
So get your doobies ready in 2 weeks.
Hey-o.
If you know, you know. From the mind of Mensch.
And then in 3 weeks we'll be back with Batman 460 and 461, a Catwoman story. Well, don't worry, we're gonna get there.
I know.
But it's a Catwoman story, and if the stars align, Justin the Owl Osgood will join us because it's a Grant Brayfogle story, and he did want to join us for one of those. So I was
good, yes.
I was like, that's the next one we have up on the list, buddy. All right, so yes. So email us your thoughts on all of those. You can send us feedback. Take the place of Ray. Send us your feedback. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow We Are the Night, The Batman Podcast. On Facebook, on Twitter. Hey, go join the Agents of the Bat or Batman Facebook fan group. Again, I want that to blow up with the Batman coming, the Spider-Man one. Oh, did you see our Web of Spider-Man Facebook fan group? Now at 3,000 members.
Suck it, loonies!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We love you, but respectfully.
Thank you, No Way Home. Anyway, so yes, find links. Yes, so as you see, all the social medias. We do Marvel, we do DC. All the social medias, all the Facebook fan groups. You could, please subscribe to the YouTube. One, Lilith wants to get to 269. And second,
I want to get to 400 and some monetization, but road to 269, one step at a time.
269 comes first. Hail. And you can see that graphic display Lilith put on earlier. So yes, subscribe to the YouTube. But most importantly, if you're going to subscribe to one thing, please subscribe to the Patreon. We're out here.
We're not billionaires.
Yes, we're out here walking the streets a couple times a week. We need the money. Gimme.
Couple? Every day?
Pretty much, yeah. Nah, usually,
And Blue Chew refuses to sponsor us, so.
Most weeks, we're like God. We take Sundays off. It's like, well, at least I do. Anyway, so please, if you can, please subscribe to the Patreon. Creator interviews. DG Chichester talks to us every month.
We got some really great recent ones. We got Kelly Thompson, JMD Mateus.
And we're going to be doing our superhero movie brackets coming up here, so you definitely want to check that out, especially when Lilith Hellfire and Charlie Esser go head-to-head on Superman 3 and 4. So find links to all of it all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capes and lunatics. All right, Lilith Hellfire. She is no nun. Where can people get a hold of you?
If you guys want to find me on the interwebs, feel free to find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. Give me some recommendations for TV to watch in 2022. Find me on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire 69, and of course, also at Lilith Hellfire 69 over on the TikTok, making the spicy comments, Star Trek and Stargate related content. Yeah, I got that last night.
All right, remember, Blue Chew, please, we would like a sponsorship.
If it's good enough for Joe Rogan, it's good enough for me.
Or Manscaped.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's out here being controversial. I'm just making dick jokes.
Oh!
Just saying.
Use the
Who doesn't love a good dick joke?
Hey-oh!
What? I'm only talking about Grayson.
I was going to say, Dick Grayson walks into a bar.
Dong is a medical term.
Ladies buy him drinks.
Hey-oh! Oh my. So yes, Manscaped, Blue Chew, yes. Anything with the dong, yes, please. We need sponsorship.
Adam and Eve. I don't care.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Dong is a medical term. Fight me, nerds.
Patreon reviews. You're a single lady. Oh.
Wait, I'd have to have my wife's permission. Marnell?
You and Charlie Esser do reviews.
The Swedish penis mom will be the first one.
This isn't a flashlight. Anyways.
E, not A.
Thank you for joining us, kids.
Rob's like, I dodged a bullet.
What?
Rob's somewhere thinking I dodged a bullet. These guys we're uncancelable.
Why don't I just see us in handcuffs one day? It's all Rob Southgate's fault!
Why did your eye drift over to my body?
Alright, kids. Again, join us next time. Detective Comics Annual 8. And followed by Batman 458 459. Again, we're going to be riding out this Catwoman, Riddler, Penguin pattern until March for some reason. The first weekend in March.
March 2nd!
Is it the 2nd? That was like the 4th. I thought it was like the day before Luca's birthday. Alright, kids. Remember, join us. Same bat time.
Same bat channel.
We are the night.
Whoa! We are the night! The Batman Podcast. We are also Vengeance and working on a new t-shirt.
That's right, we are Vengeance. Suck it, can't you?